Anyway, I'm back up here again, and I'm going to read you another piece of poetry, but there's a bit of a difference to this piece of poetry. Richard's going to collaborate with me on it, and actually we did this number 2 years ago when we were here. And
it was such a big hit.
It was a big hit, I got to tell you. Actually, it was. We got a lot of really good feedback on it, so we thought we'd bring it back. But in the last 2 years, like, rap music, right? It's really bad stuff, right? I mean, it just is. Well, anyway, it's everywhere though. So I'm really starting to feel out of the loop. Like I'm getting older and I'm starting to feel like I don't know what's going on. And I think that older people need like their own kind of rap music, like so they can be more in touch, So anyway, I'm developing a new musical genre and I'm calling it rap and roll, okay? And it's poetry, so it's rap. But we've got sort of a bit of rock and roll happening in the background, so it's rap and roll. So anyway, this is actually a true story. This is something that happened to me in my life. And it's called Ode to the King of Hearts. Take it away, folks. Guitar players are always tuned.
Yeah.
There we go. Back in grade 9, when I was a pup, I was shy and nervous and always threw up. Girls were something I tried to ignore. I'd not go on dates, that's what I swore. Wasn't that I didn't want to see why guys my age went out of their tree just to get close to someone named Terry or to sit on the bus by another named Mary. And along comes Valentine's and there was this dance. At first I didn't give it a glance, but it turned out all my friends wanted to go. I'd have been happier seeing the show. But they bugged me and bugged me to finally relent. My mother my suit to the dry cleaners sent. She and Dad seemed as pleased as punch. I was sure I'd lose my lunch. And as the big day began to draw ever near, my knees felt weak, I was filled with fear. And one of my friends pulled me aside. He'd teach me to dance, it was time I tried. So there we were, two pimply young teens, learning to twist with girls in our dreams. But I knew in the very depth of my soul that survival that night was my only goal. The day of the dance finally arrived, and no decent excuse could be contrived. So I headed off up the street, afraid to see what I would meet. During the evening I tried to hide. I kept round to the back and off to the side. I thought it was safe, I thought things were fine. Then over to me comes a friend of mine. He wanted to dance with this certain girl. He was bound and determined to give it a whirl. The problem was she'd come with a friend. It was about that time I sensed my end. You just might like it, that's what he said. I wished at that moment that I was dead. I wish there was some way I could say, beam me up, Scotty, help make my day. But I followed him over, one final walk, not even knowing if I could talk. He asked his true love, he seemed so darn bold. She accepted, you'd think he'd struck gold. I blurted out something, and the next thing I knew, I was out on the dance floor with nary a clue. I stumbled and fumbled my way around, trying not to look too much the clown. This is the big break, the big break. Finally, 'twas over and we made our way back. We said our thank yous very matter of fact. I headed back into a shadowy place. I danced with a girl, what a disgrace. And at that exact moment up by the band, the dance's convener was up on a stand, announcing for one and all to hear, the king and queen of hearts were near. Seems at this party there was a chance for the girls to be crowned queen of the dance. All of their names were put in a hat, and that's the way they decided that. And when I heard them call her name, I knew that she was not to blame. Soon she was up getting her crown, and I felt my heart sink down, down, down. And soon there I was the guy, the king of hearts, don't ask me why. Roses are red and violets are blue, I had my crown and my scepter too. So there's my story of sorrow and woe. About the time to the Valentine's dance I did go. I guess I survived and came through the night, but at the time it gave me a terrible fright. I thought I'd be scarred and damaged for life, but now I'm grown up and I've got me a wife. I've learned there are few things better than love at making you soar through the clouds and above. There is no real moral to this tragic tale, just a story about me traveling life's trail. But strange things happen by luck or by chance, like being king of hearts at the Valentine's dance.